Welcome to the part 2 of my informational vlog of Puglia region in southeastern Italy. In the last part, I introduced you to the large city of Brindisi, Bari and Lecce, but in this part, we're gonna delve deep into the small towns scattered all around this corner, and I will show you all the cats they have on offer. But of course, there's also some gorgeous scenery and seafood platters, but that's not the point. What really is the point is that you should click the like button as well as subscribe if you have not done so, because I will provide you some interesting tidbits, travel information, as well as history of this remote Italian region. So let's get it started. After the last large city, Lecce, public transportation becomes a rather unfeasible method of traveling in Puglia. So a rental car with its cheap price tag and all of the freedom that comes as a benefit sure is a no-brainer to traverse the rest of the area. And the roads generally are in decent conditions, so it quickly brought me 20 kilometers towards the eastern coast of Roca Vecchia. So I'm now at Roca Vecchia. After millennia of erosion, look at what the waves did to the rocks here. The rocks here are made of calcite, so they are easily eroded. Yeah, let's go down there, huh?
Okay.
Oh boy, it's a little bit narrow, but you know, it better works. Wow, yeah, there we go. Wow, let's see how the water comes into here. Hello. Well, and just a few kilometers down the coastline is Sant'Andrea. It is famous for one thing and one thing only. This. Ta-da! Look at all of these. It's almost like the 12 Apostles in Australia, but a little bit smaller. But it does have this impressive arch. Ooh, look at this. And continuing along the coastal road, I quickly arrived at the easternmost town of the entire Italian peninsula, which also happened to be the old capital of Puglia. And at the end of the road, welcome to Otranto. Otranto is basically the easternmost town of Italy. There's actually a tradition to come here and watch the sunrise because this is the first place in Italy to receive the new year. And here you can see, this is the bastion that guards the kingdom of Italy. Ta-da! And the water is just super clear. Look at this. Most of the people here are basically living on top of the castle. This is built by an Aragonese, so basically a king from the Aragon region in Spain, because they ruled the entire southern Italy for quite a while. And yeah, this is the defense system they built up after the Ottoman invasion in 1480. Yeah, little did you know, right? The Ottoman Turks actually invaded the mainland Italy in the 1480s, and they occupied this town, Otranto, because it's the closest to them. And the siege happened between Ottomans as well as Ferdinand I from northern Italy, from Naples. It lasted for more than 1 year, and during the time, this city was completely destroyed. All of the 800 people living here, they refused to convert to Islam and try to retain their Christian faith. So the Ottoman had all of them beheaded. And after that, you know, basically the town of Otranto disappeared from the map, and Lecce took over as the regional capital of this entire eastern region. And as for lunch, of course, right in front of the beautiful harbor here in Otranto. We are having, ta-da, seafood! Seafood? Seafood, yes! Seafood is like tuna, salmon. And for lunch, of course, risotto, right? Seafood risotto, you can't go wrong here in Italy. Look at this. Oh, wait, why do mine have one claw? Yours have two claws.
Mine's better.
No!
One pathetic sob story later.
Upon departing Otranto, we took a brief detour to the easternmost point of Italy, marked by the Punta Palazia lighthouse. And then, it was all countryside road that took us straight across the entire peninsula, and we quickly reached the prominent beachside town of Galipoli. Remember, if you are driving here, do not enter the old town proper, as it is extremely difficult to navigate. So upon crossing the bridge that reaches the old town island, stick to your right and enter the large old town parking lot. The entire old city center is easily navigable by foot. Welcome to Galipoli, the largest city on the west coast of Salento, facing towards the Ionian Sea. Fun fact, the entire old town where I'm currently in is actually an island. It is connected to the mainland with a tiny bridge, and that is all it has with transportation to the mainland. This town is well worth exploring because just you can see, the street has this kind of a really nice, charming vibe, you know? Very narrow, but at the same time, enough for a group to walk in. And look at this. All of these beautiful, beautiful West Coast Ionian attractions. Yeah, and of course, typical fort on top of the water, facing the sea. And the nice thing is that since it's an island, it has all it has to offer with the views. Every single day, every single hour, you have a beautiful view of the sea. And right behind there, that is the Aragonese castle. Of course, every single city is a castle built by the Aragon kings, and that's the only bridge connecting the mainland with the old town, basically the old Galipoli. And down here is the fish market, still selling fresh fish captured by the fishermen back there in the sea every single day. The traditional Italian life. Finishing up our adventure here in Galipoli, I watched the sun slowly fading towards the west as we headed north towards the trip highlight of this entire Puglia region. And it has to be the pearl white village perched on top of a shining hill facing the ocean. Welcome to Ostuni. Wow, they are not kidding when they call Ostuni La Città Bianca. Look at it, everywhere is white. Wow. Yeah, every building is white. All you see is white. It's almost like I'm in the American Congress or something. Wow, and take a look at these. These are what they call the leche stone. They're basically like cast, and then you know they try to carve all kinds of things into it so that it looks absolutely aesthetically pleasing. Whew, so beautiful. Oh, this is my favorite. Yeah, some kind of lighthouse. Oh, look at this one. Oh, this one like almost post-modern. This is like some kind of Apple product. Wow, look at the whitewashed streets. So romantic. And you have just a tiny restaurant sitting in the edge. Yeah, sitting in between the buildings. And up here, I think it's the city plaza. where you get everything. While you watch me meander through the white cobblestoned alleyways here in Ostuni, I want to provide you some useful information. As you can see, the historical center sits atop a steep hill, and most of the houses are rather inaccessible by car. So my recommendation is to find an accommodation such as an Airbnb or a hotel a little bit further from the historical center and simply just park your car nearby. And whenever you want, you can walk into this magical white kingdom. Since I presume it becomes much less magical if you have to drag your suitcases up those steep streets late at night. And while we were exploring the old center, we accidentally stumbled into this olive tree woodwork shop that is managed by one of the kindest gentlemen I have ever seen. So whenever you're around, you have to give this grand maestro a visit. Wow, so now I'm at a wooden workshop. And look at this. Look at the vise, the large vise, and all the things that the worker is working. This old gentleman has probably been working here for the better half of the century. Yeah, see the original wood, and now it gets processed into all kinds of these. Yeah, that's lemon leaves, I think.
No lemon.
It's not lemon.
Wow.
Is it good? Oh, nice. Almond, yeah.
And allora, I don't know.
Rosemary, I think.
No, rosemary, no.
Oh.
It's alloro, come si dice alloro? Allora non lo so. Allora, aspetta.
Oh, nice.
Oh, grazie. Oh.
Nice.
No, questa pure.
It's rosé, huh? Rosé, yeah.
He worked often with Rolex.
Yeah? Wow! Oh, look at that! Oh, that's real pizza. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's smoking in there.
It's electric. It's electric.
Oh, it's electric, huh? Not fire. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at it. It's so delicious. Oh, look at this. Oh, what do you have? Oh my god, that looks so nice. Artichoke and like 10 kinds of meat. Yours is what? Buffalo
Classic
mozzarella.
one, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Look like a guy, treat me right. Won't take a chance when you let me ride. I could be the best thing in your life. Baby, let's take a drive,
The next day,
And I'm now in this cafeteria looking just for, your typical run-of-the-mill croissant and other for breakfast. But somehow I ended up seeing this. Yeah, it's kind of suspect, so I asked what it is, and they say it directly translates to nun's tits. You can say, I'm very accepting, but I do have certain types, and when it comes to Catholic nuns, how do I say it? Yeah, so with this suspect looking sausage roll, there's a little bit cream inside, so And while during the day, the city of white truly shows how white it is. Look at this behind me. It is truly gorgeous. Oh, the entire old town of Ostuni sits on top of this hill, overlooking the entire plain. And you can even see basically the entire sea over there. Wow, just look at this. Every single house is whitewashed to the brim. And it kind of shows how hot it can get here in the summer. I would totally be down to visit here in the fall or in the spring, but in the summer it might be a little bit too hot. And it is evidenced by every single person having their pet cactus sitting in front of their doors. After spending one of the most memorable mornings here in Ostuni, I got onto the countryside road for a quick drive over to the famous Alberobello. It is famous for the white little traditional houses that is called a Trullo, and their roofs are some of the most interesting architectural marvels you can find here in Italy. Since they are just small gray slabs of stone that is piled on top of each other using careful calculation without any of the aid of modern tools as well as any adhesive. And they somehow managed to make thousands of stones stand on top of its own weight and enclose an entire little house simply by the force of gravity alone. So after crisscrossing fields upon fields of olives, we were finally arriving in this hilly little village. You can simply park your car in one of the many parking lots at the bottom of the Trullo district and walk uphill to admire all of the sights they have on offer. And of course, we should also go into one of those restaurants situated in these historical houses, and all of them offer a standard set menu of local delicacies. Welcome to Alberobello! Yeah, this is the capital of Trulli, right? Those cone-shaped houses with symbols on it, and there are different kinds of symbols. There's primitive symbol, Christian symbol, and even magical symbol. Yeah, look at this, just hundreds upon hundreds of Trulli. Well, single is Trullo, there's one Trullo, but if you have multiple, it's called Trulli, right? Trulli, and then you can see quite a lot of symbols around. Ta-da! It is a church made of Trulli. Look, instead of the normal rounded domes of churches, you can see all of these are actually just Trulli domes made of stone slabs and no mortar. Yeah. They just really put everything into Trullis these days, huh? Wow, what a marvelous sight. And it is one and only the most unique church you have here in Alberobello. That is it for my adventure of 5 days here in Puglia region. If you have not checked out my previous part about the big cities of Brindisi, Bari, as well as Lecce, feel free to go check it out and immerse yourself in the local historical ambience. And if you did enjoy today's video and find the information I provided useful, make sure you click the like button as well as subscribe if you have not done so. Because in the next video, I will continue over to Costa Rica and show you why it is called the Little Switzerland of Central America. And I have produced quite a lot of other interesting videos about Italy, and you can see them right here. And if you're heading to Puglia and have any question, do not hesitate to leave them down in the comment section. And I will see you around.